welcome back to Block TV. We are here at the Blockchain for Global Impact Conference in Tel Aviv, the center of Tel Aviv, Israel of all places. And I'm ever so happy to be here with Beatrice Florah Ikilai. She's with the United Nations. Actually, the exact title I'm going to have Beatrice say so I don't mess it up. Beatrice, you are the United Nations?
I am the representative for my government at the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, Bureau of Public-Private Partnerships.
And you are here for a Blockchain for Global Impact Conference. How prevalent is blockchain when it comes to the work of the United Nations?
Blockchain is very prevalent, as you heard from the representative from the World Food Programme. Blockchain is used to disrupt hunger. Blockchain is used to order food. Blockchain is used for the refugees. Blockchain is used in the supply chain. So blockchain is very important in the UN because it brings into perspective a couple of solutions for solving UN Sustainable Development Goals. For example, gender equity, for example, life above water, for example, life below water, infrastructure development, and public-private partnerships.
You know, I hear you, and obviously you and I understand what blockchain can do. How much is it used now? Because the United Nations understands, but is it being used on the ground in developing countries to solve all these issues that you have just mentioned?
I think the answer is no, because, for example, developing countries have bigger problems. If you look at blockchain, the solution is easily fitted to the developed countries because of first of all, the financial requirements that is needed, the level of expertise that is needed. When you look at Africa, for example, the level of poverty is too high. So the amount of money required to invest, for example, in blockchain may not be able to fit into the African context. But when I'm speaking to one of the blockchain experts, they say they can tailor-make certain blockchain solutions that can fit to solve the problems in the developing countries.
How far away are we for developing countries with that type of solution?
I think it is maybe 10%. So we need to do more, about 90%, to try to address the challenges in Africa. In my country, for example, malaria alone, I don't know whether blockchain can come with a solution to solve malaria, because malaria revolves around mosquitoes. So if blockchain can come up with a solution to solve how the mosquitoes, for example, breed, can we have a solution in blockchain? As you see the mosquito breeding and is about to hatch, then we plug a button to say, can you kill all those mosquitoes? And then we can have a malaria-free environment. For example, we have been talking about desertification. I think you had the ambassador from Israel talking about desertification, especially in Africa. And 90% of African continent relying on rainwater for agriculture. So if blockchain can come up with a solution to solve those, because 90% of the continent relying on rainwater for agriculture, and 10%.
How could blockchain solve that? How do you think?
I need the experts to come up with the solutions, because I believe blockchain is a solution for many of our problems. I need the experts to come up with a solution. There must be a solution. You heard about the drip irrigation. You heard about, I forget the other thing which the ambassador said. So there must be a solution. Blockchain should be able to give a solution.
To give a lot of solutions to developing countries. Right now, blockchain is very synonymous with Bitcoin in everybody's mind. You know, that's what people think blockchain is. But you are here in this conference to find minds and startups to help solve issues as such, right?
Yes, we are looking at startups, but also we are looking at partnerships. Where I sit, I talk about public-private partnerships. So how can we partner with the blockchain experts who are sitting there, they think of making money, but we are here, we have problems. How can we come together as partners to ensure that we can solve one problem? As they make money, we are also solving a problem. Because as they look at profitability, we are also looking at people first. People first, to ensure that the people people's demands are met as the blockchain and private sector experts, and all of us are making money.
Amen to that. I think that's one way of actually selling this. You talked about gender equality. You are a woman in an international agency. That's not an easy thing to swing, I am sure. When you go around the world to try and find solutions for developing countries with blockchain, what do you face? What do people tell you?
The first thing, some of them are amazed to say, a lady. So I'm like, I am honored and privileged to be here to speak on behalf of very, very many women who do not have a privilege, first of all, to be here, and who don't have a privilege to listen to this kind of conversations. So the challenge I face is selling my issues to the different stakeholders out there and trying to call them to come and partner with me to solve these problems. For example, if you look at Africa, the mortality rate, the maternal mortality rate is so high, the child mortality rate is so high, but also the gender inequality is so high because there are so many educated girls and women, but the level of inequality in terms of jobs, in terms of employment, in terms of decision making.
More so than the rest of the world.
Yes. So you find that that's my challenge. How can I get my message across, and how can I get more partners with me to make sure that we can have a strong partnership?
Beatrice Ikilai, I cannot thank you enough. Such important words. I'm very happy you're here in the Conference of Blockchain for Social Impact. We were Block TV as the conference is about to start again. We'll be right back.
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.